Hi there! Today we're going to a truly magical place where wild nature reigns and time seems to stand still. Skomer Island. Off the coast of Pembrokeshire in Wales. It's a paradise for wildlife lovers and above all, the home of one of the most beloved and photogenic birds in the world, the puffin. Skomer Island lies about 1 mile or 2 kilometres off the western coast of Wales. It's a nature reserve managed by the Wildlife Trust of South and West Wales and is accessible only by a short boat ride from Martin's Haven. As soon as you step onto the island, you feel as if you've entered another world. There are no roads, no cars, no shops, just dirt paths, rolling hills, dramatic cliffs, and a silence broken only by the calls of seabirds. Skomer is renowned for its biodiversity. Besides the Atlantic puffins, the island is home to thousands of seabirds like guillemots, razorbills, cormorants, and it also hosts the world's largest colony of Manx shearwaters, which are nocturnal birds that return to land only at night to avoid predators. In the undergrowth, you'll find wild rabbits living in burrows, while wildflowers like bluebells and sea campion carpet the island in spring and summer. The real stars of the island are the puffins, small stocky birds with glossy black and white bodies that look like dinner jackets and brightly coloured bills. Every year from April to July, thousands of puffins return to Skomer to breed. It's a one-of-a-kind spectacle that draws birdwatchers and photographers from around the globe. And that's when we filmed these particular puffins. But what is the puffin, really? How do they live? How do they reproduce? And most importantly, how is its population doing today? Let's find out. The Atlantic puffin is a bird of the colder waters of the North Atlantic Ocean. Its scientific name, Fratercula arctica, means little brother of the north. It belongs to the auk family, which also includes guillemots and razorbills. Puffins are about 25 to 30 centimetres long, weigh less than half a kilo, and are expert swimmers and fishers. Their bright triangular beak isn't just for show, it's a remarkable tool. Puffins can carry 10 to 12 small fish in their beaks at once, using tongue spines to grip them crosswise. In winter, puffins live out at sea, usually in the North Atlantic. They are pelagic birds, which means they can spend months without ever touching land and surviving powerful ocean storms. But in spring, something calls them back to shore. It's breeding season, and for thousands of puffins, Skomer is where everything begins. The first puffins arrive on the island in mid-April. At first, just a few appear, cautiously exploring the cliffs. Then, almost overnight, Skomer is full of black and white dots. Puffins nest in underground burrows, often ones dug out by rabbits. Each breeding pair lays a single egg. Then both parents take turns incubating it, a process that lasts about 40 days. When the chick hatches, it is fed small fish brought alternately by mother and father. In just over 6 weeks, the chick is ready to leave the burrow and head out into the open sea alone, beginning its independent life. During the breeding season, puffins spend their days fishing at sea and return in the late afternoon, beaks stuffed with fish. Puffins are social birds. They live in large colonies, but are not particularly aggressive. They fiercely protect their nesting burrows, but avoid direct confrontation whenever possible. One of their most fascinating traits is their loyalty to their mates. Puffins are monogamous. Once they form a pair, they tend to stay together for life. Every year, the male and female return to the same burrow, often one they dug together years earlier, to reunite and raise a new chick. They spend the winter apart, each puffin living out on the open ocean, sometimes hundreds of kilometres from the other. But each spring, they are drawn back to the same stretch of coastline, to the same nesting site, and to the same partner, as if no time had passed. If one partner does not return, due to predation or other challenges at sea, the surviving puffin will choose a new mate the following season. But as long as both partners survive, they remain loyal for life. Their call is a deep and guttural one, surprising for such a cute-looking bird. Puffins fly with short, fast wing beats, up to 400 times per minute. But underwater, they're graceful, using their wings like flippers. They live a long time for a seabird, often 20 years, sometimes more. So, how is the puffin population on Skomer doing today? The good news is, quite well. Unlike many places in the North Atlantic, the puffin population on Skomer has been increasing. In 2000, about 4,500 individuals were recorded. Today, estimates suggest over 40,000, a dramatic rise. This success is largely due to the absence of land predators on the island, like rats, but also thanks to the careful habitat management by the wildlife trusts. They make sure that the nesting sites are protected and that visitors are limited and well informed when they visit the island. The golden rule, we were told, was to stick to the path. We were also given a brilliant talk by the Wildlife Trust staff before we set off to explore the island. Unfortunately, the global outlook for puffins is less optimistic. Internationally, the Atlantic puffin is classified as vulnerable by the IUCN. Climate change, overfishing and plastic pollution are threatening their food sources, especially for the younger birds. Skomer is a bright spot, a conservation success story, but it also reminds us that protecting nature requires constant effort. Did you know that the puffin's colourful beak fades in winter? In the cold season, their beak becomes duller and more grey, perfect camouflage for life at sea. The bright colours return only in the spring, likely to attract mates. They're often nicknamed sea parrots because of their vivid colouring and beak shape. In some places, like Iceland, puffins have been traditionally hunted and eaten, but on Skomer, thankfully, they're only admired and photographed. If you ever get the chance to visit the island, go, but book early. Seats on the boat sell out fast in peak season. You can find a link to book online on the website for the Wildlife Trust of South and West Wales, or just search for Skomer Island. Remember to bring waterproofs and practical shoes, as there is hardly any shelter on the island. There aren't any shops either, so bring your own snacks and water. Binoculars are very handy, but they have them on the island to hire for £5. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and let us know in the comments if you've had your own puffin experience.